World Food Program has paused what it calls life-saving food deliveries to northern Gaza, saying its aid convoys have faced complete chaos and violence. The agency says the convoys are facing large crowds, gunfire, and looting. The United Nations has been warning of a looming famine in northern Gaza since December. In January, the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees said at least 300,000 people who had remained in northern Gaza were depending on aid groups for their survival. With me now is Rania Lawendy, the CEO of Action for Humanity Canada. Rania, good morning. Nice to see you today. To your knowledge, is any aid reaching Palestinians in the north?
From what we understand, like our trucks are reaching Rafah, which is the southern tip of Gaza, but in the north, almost nothing is getting there. And like you said, it is a manufactured, basically famine that could be avoidable. We saw settlers blocking trucks going in. We've seen the Israeli army also be attacking and using their snipers and attacking these trucks. So, I understand why there's this fear because you also have to protect the aid workers. And right now it's absolutely impossible to do that. And famine is looming. Like you said, there's 300,000 in that area. There's over 1 million in Rafah. We're looking at close to 2 million people entering into starvation mode soon.
The U.S. vetoed a UN resolution calling for a ceasefire. How much could a ceasefire help aid efforts right now?
A ceasefire is everything right now. It is absolutely disgusting that the U.S. has done this. I don't understand. After we have, the latest reports are 29,313 people killed. You have close to 13,000 children who are killed, over 8,000 women. That's two-thirds of the population are a vulnerable sector of the society. And how the U.S. continues still, after all of this, we have almost 100,000 altogether with the injured. How the U.S. will still veto something like this is beyond understanding. And if we look at the polls, whether it's in the US, whether it's in Canada or the UK, over 70% of the population, regular citizens, are calling for a ceasefire. Ceasefire is everything. And I'm urging everyone to call their MP and do whatever they can to make sure that our governments really push for this. Because without this, we can't do any type of humanitarian aid. And we're looking at, we know we're looking at a genocide, but we're looking at the numbers rising astronomically.
Yeah, the U.S. has put forward their own proposal, which also does call for a ceasefire and the release of all hostages. I want to ask you about other solutions. Are they available to help people who are really desperate right now? And we've been talking about being desperate for months, but now it seems we're potentially entering a new phase with no aid going into the north.
Well, I think governments have to step in. One thing that we saw the Jordanian government actually doing an airdrop into Gaza, and I think this might be the quickest solution, which would be. And I know there was one of the European countries that aided. I can't remember if it was Holland or which one exactly. That is, I think, the quickest solution is for the governments to come together and airdrop aid into Gaza.
And that's your best hope.
It is our only hope, other than the borders opening up. We do have at AFH, we've packed 200 tons of food and supplies that are going through. But like we said, for every one truck there is going through, there's 100 that don't. There's, if you look at the Rafah border, there's lines of trucks waiting to get in. And so there has to be pressure on the Israeli government. And I think, Canada, the US, other countries need to start sanctioning them if they don't. And with the settlers that are blocking these trucks, I think they need to be arrested and have the trucks. I mean, the basic international law is that humanitarian aid be able to reach the people. Because without this, especially in the north, the Gazans will die.
Rania Lawendy is the CEO of Action for Humanity Canada. Thank you so much. Nice to see you again today.